Good morning, children. We were discussing about the question answers of this chapter, children. As we completed 7 questions, that is third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7 completed, children. Okay, third is the problem, fourth is also a problem, and fifth is a lens maker's formula. Sixth one, it is an activity, and the seventh one is also an activity, children. Okay, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 question answers completed, children. Therefore, we will start the first question, children. First question is that a man wants to take a picture of a zebra. A man wants to take a picture of a zebra. He photographed a white donkey after fitting a glass with black strips to the lens of his camera. That means to the lens of his camera, he placed black strips, and he is taking the picture of a donkey, white donkey. Okay, but actually he needs to take the picture of a zebra. Normally zebra, there is a difference between a zebra and the donkey, children. Zebra will be having of black strips on it. Therefore, as he is taking the picture of a donkey, white donkey, but his intention is to take the picture of a zebra by placing a white color strip, the black line strips to his lens of his camera. What is the question? What photo will he get? Will he get the photo, children? No, he won't get the photo. Okay, the photographer will not get the photograph of a zebra. Why he won't get? Instead of that, he will obtain a photograph of white donkey, which reduces the brightness, children. Okay, normally instead of that getting of a zebra, the intensity of the light to take the picture of a donkey is decreases. It is reduced. Okay, children. This happens because the black stripes on the glass block the light from the object. Okay, the black lines, whatever that are there, they block the light which is coming from the white donkey, as it reduces the intensity of the light of the image, children. Okay, have you got it? Okay, actually, to take the picture of a zebra by placing a white donkey, and he is keeping the the black color lines to his lens of his camera. Okay, he is asking that will he get the picture of the zebra? No, he won't get the zebra. Why he won't get the zebra? Means the lines whatever that are there, the black strips, okay, the black stripes which are attached to the lens of a camera, it blocks the light which is coming from the donkey. As a result, it reduces the intensity of the light. Okay, children. Therefore, we won't get a picture of a zebra. Okay, children. Right. Okay. That is about the first question, children. The second question is that two converging lenses are to be placed in the path of a parallel rays. That means in the path of a parallel rays, here these are the parallel rays, children, parallel beam of light rays. In this path, we should keep two converging lenses. Converging means here two convex lenses. Okay, two convex lenses we should keep. Okay, right. Two converging lenses are to be placed in the path of the parallel rays, so that the rays remain parallel after passing through the both lenses. After passing through the lenses, okay, the rays should be passing parallelly. How should the lenses should be arranged? Explain with a neat ray diagram. Therefore, here to explain with a neat ray diagram, what we should do is here. Okay, whenever when the light rays are passing parallel, here, children. Okay, they should pass through the focal point. Normally they will be passing through the focal point. And here, whenever when the light rays are traveling, passing through the focal point, again, children, when they are passing through the focal point, after refraction they travel parallelly. They travel parallelly. Okay, this is the figure children. Therefore here the focal point, here the first rule, that is in the rules for the drawing the ray diagram. Whenever the light ray travel parallel to the principal axis, after refraction they should pass through the focal point, the first point. Then when the light ray is passing through the focal point, it travels parallel to the principal axis. That is another rule children. Therefore here two rules we are applying. Okay children. Therefore this is the figure children. This is the figure. Okay, this is the figure. This is the figure. This is how we should draw the figure children. Therefore what we write the answer? When a parallel beam of light rays will converge on a focal point of the lens after refraction. After refraction they converge at the focal point. Okay, and the light rays passing through the focal point will travel parallel to the principal axis after refraction. Okay, so the two lenses are arranged on the common principal axis. This is the principal axis. They should be arranged in the common principal axis. They should be placed on the two common principal axis such that their focal point coincides with each other. They should have the common focal point. Okay, then the light rays travel parallel after passing through the two lenses. The light rays travel after passing through the two lenses. Okay. This is how we should draw the figure children. Okay, right. This is how we should draw the figure. Okay, this is a figure children. Okay, this is a figure. This is about the second question children. I think you have understood. Still, if you are having any problem children in understanding of the question answers, you can comment me in the WhatsApp group. Okay children, such that I will explain once again. It is your interest. It is your, if you want me to, if you have not understood, you can share children, compulsory. Okay, right. Therefore we completed the first question and second question children. Therefore first completed, second completed, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh also completed children. Now here he is asking the eighth question children. Okay, already I said that I am explaining from the old textbook children. Therefore some questions which whatever that are there here may not be in your textbook. Therefore don't worry about that one. Okay, right. Harsha tells, okay children, next question is that Harsha tells Sidhu that the double convex lens behaves like a converging lens. He says that double convex lens is behaving like a converging lens. But Sidhu knows that the Harsha assertion is wrong. He says that here Harsha tells that Sidhu that double convex lens is a converging lens. But here Harsha says that it is wrong, and he says that to correct by asking some questions. What are the questions asked by Sidhu? What are the questions that are asked by the Sidhu? Okay children. Here actually Sidhu is assuming of differently, but Harsha is correcting of Sidhu. Therefore, what are the questions that are, he is asking that what are the questions asked by the Sidhu? To know that the correct one, what are the questions? Therefore here the questions that are asked by Sidhu is, what is the shape of the lens? If two lenses are attached to each other, what is the shape of the lens? Either it is a convex lens or whether it is a concave lens. Okay, he is only asking about what are the questions raised, not the answers children. We don't bother about the answers, only questions we want. And here what happens when a light ray passes through a convex lens? What is happening when a light ray is traveling through the convex lens? And here what happens when a light ray passes through a double convex lens? What happens when a light ray passes through a double convex lens? Is there any converging point is available between both of them if the light ray passes through the double convex lens? Okay, these are the questions that are raised in the mind of Sidhu children. Okay, next one children. Okay, assertion is given. Ninth question. A person standing on a land appears tall than his actual height to a fish inside a pond. Okay, inside a pond, when the fish is observing a person, okay, when a fish is observing the person appears to the fish taller than the actual height children. Okay, that is the first one. Second one is that light ray bends away from the normal as it enters from the air to the water. The light ray is entering from the air to the water. Okay, the light ray is entering from the air to the water. Here is the question children. Once you go through the question, here assertion is given. A person standing on the land appears taller than his actual height to a fish inside a pond. And here light ray bends away from the normal as it enters air from water. Which of the following is correct? Both A and R, that means assertion and reason, are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are true, and R is not the correct explanation of A. A is true but R is false. A is false but R is true. Both A and R are false. These are the questions that are given children. Therefore here normally as the fish is in the water children, and here light ray is when the fish is seeing the person, light is traveling from the denser medium to the rarer medium. When the light ray is traveling from the denser to the rarer, the refracted ray moves away from the normal. Okay, we know that the refracted ray moves away from the normal. And here, and as a result, when the light ray is traveling from the denser to the rarer, as the refracted ray move away from the normal, the person who is standing on the seashore, it appears to the fish as if that it is taller normally. We have seen one problem also, that is a bird coming near to the fish, like that children. That means the actual height of the person appears taller than the actual height. That means the height of the person appears taller than the actual height to a fish children. Okay, right. It appears taller than the actual height to a fish. Okay, as we know, that is first one, assertion is correct children. And here second reason is that light ray bends away from the normal as light enters from air to water. Air to water, light ray bends away, he is saying, away from the normal he is saying. Will the light ray move away or towards? Light ray moves towards to the normal when the light is traveling from air to the water. But here the reason is not correct. Therefore, what is the answer children? A is true but R is false. A is true but R is false children. Therefore, here assertion is correct but the reason for that one is the wrong children. Therefore, here C is the option children. Okay, right. Therefore, we completed up to 9 questions children. First to 9 questions completed. Okay, in that few questions were there in your textbook and few may not. Few questions may not be there in your textbook. Don't worry about that one. Okay, whatever the questions that are there, we are discussing of all together children. Okay, right children. Thank you. Have a nice day.